Hi guys, for today's video, I would like to discuss about my self-development of Eriksonian and Freudian perspectives. At first, I would like to state my name. I'm Vince Arbistano, British Community First Year College. To begin with Eriksonian perspectives, when I was a baby or infant about 16 month old, at this stage, I was completely dependent on my parents because I have a big relationship with my parents by taking care of me. Like Eriksonian said, believe that early patterns of trust help children build a strong base of trust that's crucial for their social and emotional development, because infants' physical and emotional needs must be met, and I must likely form trusting relationships with others throughout the course of their lives. Like for example, my mother said when I was a child, she always talked to me and it is much more important that I can speak, and she also said that when she talks to me, I always smile because she feels that I understand her saying. Teaching infants about trust reinforcements communication by smiling at a baby. At the age of 1 to 3, baby are more becoming independent about thoughts and actions as the child begins to talk and walk. That's how my mother did to me, like he wants me to learn fast. On that age, I was so interested to know about the things that like always come into my mind is about playing. Babies feel shame when he sees that other kids of his same age are able to perform by talking of themselves. I have a brother takes care of me. We are 3 years gap old. When I saw him taking care of himself, like feeding and changing his clothes, I always follow him because I am very interested to learn that time, like parental reaction, encouragement, and patience since children. At the age of 3 to 6 years old, it is considered for me about the play age and also the other children and the social interaction. According to Eriksonian's theory, the child has gone through the stage of trust versus mistrust and autonomy versus shame and doubt. Because of this age, I can set my mind and I can also choose about the rules or others within the game. It was early age to enter kindergarten when I was 5 years old because I learned fast how to draw, to read, and I can develop creatively and cognitively at the age. At the age of 6 to 12 years old, peers and teachers influenced me in school. In that stage, children marks entrance into society life and the opportunity for them to learn more about what society is and how world now develop through its speaks. Because in order for them to advance through civilization, they must first know the knowledge about what society truly is. At this age, I can go to school alone by walking away from my mother because our house is nearly to our school, and that age I have manners to people surround me. At this age of 12 to 18, I belong to a generation called Gen Z. Children determine their identity by asking who I am, like me. I always question myself if who I am, and that's the question that I can answer about myself because figuring myself is difficult. Because at times like this, we were still only graduating from senior high school, and it's very hard to identify what kind of future would we like to reach for. What kind of dreams do we like? Even in choosing among the college courses is very difficult. But for me, I truly want to become a Marines, but despite the decision made, I ended up in taking criminology, but I still do like the course a lot. And also, it will pave a way for me in the future. And lastly, for Freudian perspectives, it is all about my stages of personality, development of behavior of a person, if how we act in public places. It is also about the moral aspect of mental functioning, if how we perform the 3 parts of human personality, which he called the id, ego, and superego. If what thing that I really want to be like, it will come up with it is around the society for meeting basic needs. For ego, dealing with reality. Lastly, superego, adding morals. The applicable and not applicable in my culture as I was growing up, it is really fit to me because of my past habit and experience. For applicable, this was meant to be about what happened when I was a kid on elementary days. Like, I look back years later and realized I was bullied and just accepted it as normal or expected behavior at the same time. I was victim of bullying by my classmates because of my appearance. My classmates making me laugh because I failed and they took me pictures while stands. So I did. I just ignored them and acknowledge my classmates. I realized that bullying never has to do with. This would be a remarkable experience that I encountered because I expect that they will comfort me about what happened, but they still bully on. On this situation, I consider the example of theory of Freud. Growing up, when you start having things you look back on and wish you could change. Thank you.